Hey guys, it's February 4th, 2018. As you can see, it's a pretty nice day. The sun is out, finally. And gonna give you a quick update on the garden. As you can see, I haven't cleaned up the huge mess yet, but you can see the crimson clover is really growing now. Early February, and it's already growing. You can see the flowers and then some other plants all over. Don't see flowers from these guys yet, but they're all growing pretty fast now. The lavender, it's looking kind of sad, but the flowers are still here. I think I'm gonna move this to the other side, to the other fans, so they can get more sunlight. This rosemary, pretty much the same thing. You can see some branches are dying, and some of them are dead already. But then the other branches are pretty healthy, and there's new growth on it, so not too sure what's going on. I haven't watered it, so it's pretty light. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm gonna move that to the other side too. And the hydrangea, you can see it's turning green now, so they're all waking up. Let's see. The smaller hydrangea is doing the same thing. You can see some green buds over here, so they're all waking up. And the asparagus, can't really see anything yet, at least from this distance. Crocus, you can see a bunch of little sprouts all over the pot. Hyacinth, you can see a few sprouts, 2 sprouts, at least that's what I see now. Another crocus, you can see some sprouts. Summer snowflakes, nothing yet. And snowdrop, you can see a bunch of sprouts on this side, and here we have some flowers actually, 2 of them. Very cute. I'll give you a close-up of the flowers. They're so pretty. It's one of my favorite flowers. And nothing here. And then the tulips are coming up. You can see some sturdy sprouts over here. And then a few small ones. Blueberry, it's getting greener. Rhubarb, I don't really see anything yet, and again, I don't know what this plant over here is. We will see. Catnip, you can kind of see some mildews on the leaves, the white spots. Strawberry, don't really see any difference yet. It's not really growing. And these tulips are coming up as well. Nothing here. And then these guys, you can see the buds are the bulbs are turning a little green, and then it's rooting. So I'm gonna have to bury them. Grape hyacinth, you can see a bunch of sprouts all over the place. This side, there's only like a few. I don't know why. Blueberry, same thing, it's turning green. Yeah, and then lily of the valley, I don't see anything yet from this distance. Raspberry, neither. Daffodils, you can see a bunch of sprouts too. So the bulbs are all definitely waking up now. Clovers, and then these wildflowers, Lacy Facilia, are really growing now. And the California poppy too. I need to move these guys, they're kind of overgrowing. Saffron crocus, I would like to move them up one level too. They need to get more sun, but here they are. Yeah, there's a lot of major rearrangements needed when the season changed. And then I planted the succulents over here temporarily. It's kind of windy today too. I have to adjust the volume. And yeah, this hydrangea is still here. I think this one is healthy, so that's good. Artichoke, you can see the leaves has started to grow again. It's big leaves too. You can still see some aphids. Readjusting volume. And here it's still a mess. I haven't really done anything. Venus flytrap is swampy. There's a layer of water. I mean, it's filled with water. And then this ivy is doing well. It's getting pretty big actually. And the peonies, the red sprouts are still here, and you can see a little new sprouts over here. The third one. I don't know if it's the third one, but that's a new sprouts. And yeah, this artichoke's pretty much the same. I really need to rearrange them. And as for the indoor garden, the snake plants are looking pretty good. Zebra plants looking healthy too. And then the orchids, they're all doing well. These guys, I've not seen any new sprouts yet. And yeah, this flower I destroyed. It's still here, so that's a good sign. The cotton is dry, so I'm probably gonna wet those cotton. Yeah, and I can kind of see that the growth is picking up too. And here, the other two orchids, you can see this little growth is getting bigger. This one is, it looks pretty much the same still. Don't see anything from this snake plant yet, but the leaf is still here and green, so that's a good sign. And this prayer plant, little sprouts over here, it's getting bigger, which is perfect. And this guy, the staghorn fern, you can see it's sending out a new base leaf over here, the smaller one, right here. It's overlapping with the old one, and then you can see a tiny sprout over there. So yeah, it's growing pretty nicely. It's very interesting to observe too. And then yeah, I really need to like do something with the string of pearls. And then this orchid doesn't look too healthy for some reason. There's spots on the leaves, could be some virus, I don't know. Ficus, it's looking good. This pine tree, stone pine, I think it's doing well. And then the Hoya plants, let me find that new growth for you right here. Yeah, right here. And then I think there's a few new growth here too. But yeah, it's looking pretty healthy. This bigger prayer plant looking good too. It's a little light, so I'm gonna need to water it. Spider plant, another fern, staghorn fern. Don't really see any of those big base leaf. There's a small one, but it's like brown. And then the succulents, they're all doing pretty well. And then let's look at that little baby plant. Yep, it's right there.